Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wilbur and Daniel African American Cultural Center. My name is Harold Wallace III, and I'd like to personally thank you all for virtually attending our Hattie Walker Wilhoite Awards recognition ceremony. Hattie Walker Wilhoite was our first African American female graduate from Austin Peay State University in the year of 1957. And because of her hard work, we now honor our African American women who are doing awesome things on this campus. Our first nominator today is Tammy Bryant. And she writes, Camilla is very involved and an accomplished student. She has held multiple roles, including leadership positions with the APSU student newspaper, The All-State. She was a successful blog writer, opinion and features writer, and currently serves on the editorial board as an opinions editor. She is a leader in this role and responsible for her staff, as well as serving as a leader on the ed board who makes decisions about the content and the direction of the paper. In addition, when the students' newspaper faced a critical challenge for circulation of the papers, Camilla stepped up and fulfilled a significant part of this role by ensuring papers were delivered to a number of locations across campus on time. Please give it up for Miss Camilla Ferguson. Our next nominator is Jawan Rogers. And he writes, in her previous roles as the special events and social chair and as a general board member, Taylor assisted in bringing small to large programs to our campus community while working alone or in some situations collaborating with her GPC peers. She has proven herself to be an adept communicator with strong leadership qualities. She also demonstrates the ability to manage multiple tasks and accomplish goals efficiently and according to schedule. Ms. Irons was also chosen as a university representative to attend the National Association for Campus Activities in Denver, Colorado, working to bring new student events and ideas to campus community. In her current role as an executive vice president, has demanded that she work harmoniously with a wide range of people while commanding respect. Due to her personality, she was able to accomplish this with relative ease. She has a positive attitude when dealing with both her superiors as well as her peers, while also being a consistent leader for her fellow committee members. This role has also demanded a consistent oversight of a budget totaling over $80,000. Ms. Irons has always displayed a responsible attitude toward her work. She consistently demands a great deal of herself and always works hard to ensure that she performs her assigned tasks professionally. Her work ethic can also be applied to her academic success, maintaining an impressive GPA, as well as her other campus commitments. Please give it up for Miss Taylor Irons. Our next nominator is Kelly Carpenter. And she writes, in Kylesia's role as SOC Executive Vice President, she has been responsible for leading her peers through significant process-driven steps to earn recognition as student organizations. She is encouraging and patient with students as they work to develop new student organizations that meet the diverse needs of our student body. She also holds additional leadership roles in her other organizations, which require her to lead peers through event planning, volunteer management, recruiting efforts, and campus enrichment events. She has been a visible leader by attending major programs hosted by a variety of campus resources. She is an excellent student and displays her leadership abilities in the classroom as well as through her involvement. Kylesia has maintained excellent academic standing through her semesters at APSU. She is a source of support for her student peers, often offering assistance and encouragement. She maintains a high level of involvement while demonstrating dedication to her responsibilities. Her compassion for others and her encouragement for her peers is significant. I cannot think of another student who deserves this recognition more. Please give it up for Miss Kylesia Beckwith. Our next nominator is Vicky McCarthy. And she writes, Brianna is a leader in the College of Business as a student worker and student. She is engaged in undergraduate research and will be attending the Spring International Conference for Society of Business and Economics in April. Brianna is also actively engaged in her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I believe that Brianna should be recognized for this distinguished honor because she has been able to maintain academic excellence in a challenging major while balancing a very busy schedule as a student worker and active sorority member. Please give it up for Miss Brianna Bledsoe. Our next nominator is Jawan Rogers. And he writes, Deja has worked with our Gov's Programming Council, not just as an event aide, but also as the Vice President of Public Relations for the 2019-2020 academic year. As her advisor, I can strongly attest to her diligence and capability to set goals and achieve them. As the Vice President of Public Relations for a University Programming Board, Deja is charged with making sure our promotion hits as many students as possible on campus. Because of her hard work, I am sure thousands of students were able to participate in a GPC event this year, which may have helped find their connection to campus. Even with all the campus commitments, Deja still has a very impressive GPA. Her work in the classroom allowed for her to be selected to serve as a recruitment ambassador for her College of Business. Please give it up for Miss Deja Patton. Our next nominator is Matthew Kinney. And he writes, Ms. Gibbs Francis is a member of the President's Emerging Leaders Program at Austin Peay. She is a public relations chair of the Social Work Club. She holds the following leadership positions on the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, Track and Field Rep, APSU OVC Rep, Vice President, Programming, and Committee Chair. Ms. Gibbs Francis was an exemplary leader on the service learning trip to Trinidad and Tobago in January of 2018. She was an integral part of the team of students and faculty that partnered with Habitat for Humanity to work on building a home for a low-income family in that country. Quote, I believe that Ms. Gibbs Francis should be recognized for the Hattie Wilhoite Award because she is a remarkable student athlete with a strong commitment to social justice locally, nationally, and globally. In addition to her international service experience, she has interned in Clarksville and Washington, D.C. Ms. Gibbs Francis's many talents and achievements are matched by her profound humility and respect for others. End quote. Please give it up for Miss Nia Gibbs Francis. Our next nominator is Emily Seeney. And she writes, participant in the fall 2019 alternative break trip to St. Louis, writer for the APSU All-State, previous features editor for the All-State, political corner anchor for APSU TV, intern for the Tennessean, Kyron has gone above and beyond to not only take full advantage of her education, but also to share her talents and leadership skills in every opportunity she can. Kyron has held leadership positions with the All-State while also being a longtime writer for them, an anchor for APSU TV, and an intern for the Tennessean. Kyron attended one of our alternative break trips this past fall and set a great example for other students of what it means to work hard, have a positive attitude, and express thankfulness for having the time to serve others. On this trip, Kyron went out of her way to speak with every participant and encourage conversation that not only helped everyone get to know each other, but also to reflect on the volunteer work they were doing. Please give it up for Miss Kyron Harvey. Our next nominator is Jawan Rogers. And he writes, as a part of her role as GPC Diversity and Variety Chair, Candace is charged with creating and bringing events that focus on education, advocacy, and promotion of groups on campus. Due to her work, I am sure that students have a better understanding of race, gender, sexuality, and more within our campus community. I feel that Candace is well prepared to undertake a wider range of challenges based on my personal observation of her professional work ethic and her engaging personality, as well as an impressive GPA. Ms. Summons is a valuable and trusted student leader, not just for GPC, but the Office of Student Life and Engagement. I believe that she will be a great addition to this honor. Please give it up for Miss Candace Summons. Our last nominators are Dr. Eric Norman and Greg Singleton. And they write, SGA President, anchor and reporter for the APSU TV News, associate producer, APSU TV News, serves as a student representative to the President's Council, currently serving on the Provost Search Committee, Academic Support Center Structured Learning Assistant Leader Tutor, as the current SGA President, and only the second African American female student to ever serve in this capacity. Sydney has made and continues to make tremendous impact upon the APSU community. She is a driven student leader who leads by example, always looks out for students' best interests, and is the student voice on campus to the president. Due to her drive and commitment, SGA has taken on new initiatives this year. Sydney is an outstanding student academically. She is focused on her academic pursuits while maintaining an extremely involved co-curricular schedule. She is always one of the first students to volunteer for a project in SGA and models the way for her peers. Please give it up for Miss Sydney Hawkins. Once again, I want to thank you all for coming out to this awesome occasion and virtually attending our Hattie Walker Wilhoite Award Recognition Ceremony. Let's please give it up one more time for these awesome young women. Hope to see you the same time this next year, and hopefully in person. Signing out, my name is Harold Wallace III, and we'll see you next time.